Hi everyone, and thanks for tuning in to this week's Market Outlook from Exynos. In this video, we're looking at a possible idea for a trade over the next few days, the narratives behind that idea, and what traders need to be aware of if they were to take the position in the idea. I'm Michael Stark, Financial Content Manager at Exynos, and joining me to give the idea today is Stanislav Bernikov, Trading Specialist. Thanks very much, Stan, for being here.
Hi Michael, thank you for having me today.
What's the idea then, Stan, for a possible trade over the next few days?
Yeah, I'm thinking of potential long for Ethereum versus American dollar. As we see, it's leaning towards the border of the triangular formation, which is the consolidation, which had started actually at the end of September. So already almost a month, it is consolidating within this formation. It would be very logical to finally emerge from this formation. Also, we've seen that cryptos have been robust during the escalation of the downturn for stocks and for stock indices. So cryptocurrencies might actually rebound considering this potential strength. So Ethereum might be a play for this week, including Bitcoin, but I think that Ethereum is a little bit stronger than Bitcoin this week.
And for the narratives that might be driving that movement upward by Ethereum, do you think the focus is going to be on the Fed, or is it going to be on American bonds, or what do you think are some of the kind of macro things we need to be looking at?
Well, let's take a look. So first of all, we've seen that the probability of a three-step hike in December already had increased to 70%, meaning that hawkishness is back in play, but it seems that the most hawkish scenarios are priced in already. So, which by the way, we see in the American dollar, which is not reacting anymore to the bond market, because if we take a look at the yields of 30-year Treasury bonds, they have peaked and they have shown 4%, but American dollar doesn't seem to react anymore. So it seems that market participants already got used to that. And we see bonds declining here and there for almost all countries, and yields are increasing. But it seems that this effect is no longer transitions to cyclical assets, at least for now. We don't see any escalation for stocks, for cryptos, and even more so. So we've seen NASDAQ rebounding for the last 2 days. So that's what it is. So it's like the market doesn't care anymore, and sentiment might shift. So we are potentially on the verge of a shift on the sentiment.
And looking at the economic calendar and earnings calendar, what do you think are some of the factors that traders need to be aware of in the next few days, especially if they're going to take that trade to buy Ether?
From the economic calendar, we don't see any significant news, but from the earnings calendar, we would see Tesla posting earnings after market close on Wednesday, AT&T and other tech stocks such as Netflix and other tech companies will post their earnings. So actually quite a busy week in terms of earnings. And we know that if earnings are posting better than expected, so it might bring some positive to the markets. Well, we've seen a couple of positive earnings so far. Some investment banks were posting quite good quarterly earnings. So let's see how tech companies will perform this time, in case they will perform better than expected. So we might see escalation of this rebound.
So in summary then, the possible idea for trading this week is Ether buying Ethereum against the US dollar, since it's towards the edge of the formation and it might have some more capacity to move upward. And some of the narratives that are in focus now is the markets generally not caring quite so much about the Fed's expected hawkishness and bonds moving up, but the US dollar has not been moving up in tandem with that. And the focus for this week for most traders is going to be on the earnings calendar, specifically tech earnings from tech companies, because if there's a positive surprise, that might bring some positivity to stock markets and through them crypto markets due to the correlation. So thanks very much, Stan, for joining us today, giving us the idea and explaining more of some of the rationale behind it.
Thank you, Michael. Have a good trading week, everyone.